Hey, good morning everybody. Sarasota Tim coming to you from the Banana Boat area here in Boynton Beach. Banana Boat restaurant there, to George's waterfront restaurant there. This is the famous new tiki bar boat that goes out on weekends. I think it will be going out today. And we caught just in time to see the sea mist taking everybody out fishing for I think it's 4 hours. 2 hours of it is driving around. Takes a long time to get to the fishing spot before everybody starts fishing. And then, so we got some tourists on there and pretty good little crowd this morning. Everybody's going fishing. They'll go out that Boynton Inlet that you guys see me go to all the time, and they'll travel out to the reef. You don't have to go too far here in Palm Beach County, Florida, because the water gets deep. We have the Gulf Stream just offshore, so they'll be in deep water, 100 feet of water in no time. But they move slow. The boat doesn't. It's on a schedule, you know. It's got it down to the second. 4 hours from now, it's like right now, it must be 8 o'clock sharp, and then at noon. He'll be pulling right back in there, right on the minute. So this morning, I was going to take a walk around. A lot of you guys have been asking me to maybe video a little bit more around the water and some outside area here in South Florida where it's a little more scenic while you're watching me and listening to me. So I thought I would oblige you. You ask, you get. All right, so we'll be right back. So, okay, I'm in a different place over here walking through this little trail to get out to the beach for you guys. Then we're gonna have a little chat this morning, bring you up to speed on some things that I've gleaned I'd like to share with you. We got a little short walk right over here to the beach, make it a little more scenic for you. I'm parked at the free parking lot over there called the Hammock Beach Parking Lot. That's in Ocean Ridge, Florida, here in Palm Beach County. Ocean Ridge is a community that's just on the other side of Boynton Beach, over on the near the water. There she is, the beautiful Atlantic Ocean, just after 8 a.m. this morning. There'll be another scorcher here in South Florida. Today's Friday. TGIF, everybody. Hope you guys are going to have a wonderful weekend. Hope the weather's good for wherever you're at, and maybe you can get out and have a picnic or a barbecue or go visit some friends or something. So hang on one second. So I wanted to walk down here this morning and have you guys look at me, and I'm going to do that, but now I'm conflicted. Do I walk down there where it's harder and I have a little more stability because I'm wearing tennis shoes, or do I struggle walking in this loose sand away from the water that's obviously coming in? I don't know if tide's coming in or out right now, but we'll try both ways, see how it goes. All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. All 6,000 of you. Well, maybe 6,000 won't view, but I got 6,000 subscribers. Man, I've hit the big time. And let me tell you, you can tell there's new subscribers because I get a whole array of comments now, of which most are wonderful. I'm so stoked. My life is really, as they say, kicked up a notch. The Atlantic Ocean, South Florida, Palm Beach County. So, yeah, back to the channel briefly. I don't know what happened. I really don't, but I'm sure glad that it did. You know, we reap what we sow in this world. If you do good things, the doors will open, and you never know when those doors will open. Well, for me, a big goal was always to grow my YouTube channel. I'm an extrovert, I'm a communicator, and maybe the good Lord saw that you guys needed to hear me. So now I'm reaching a few more people out there. And I'm gonna keep walking on down here a little bit. We got some guys fishing on the beach. We'll take a look and see if they've caught anything. I wanted to briefly touch on the economy this morning. I've been studying a lot of stuff that's important to us all, especially if you're retired like me on Social Security and you're watching your pennies. They're already saying how much the Social Security might go up next year. Now everybody knows that if you're getting Social Security, there was an 8.7% bump in the check, which was like the largest in 40 years or something like that for 2023. Starting in January, people got almost $150 more in their check. And those kinds of increases every year would be really good. Unfortunately, and you would think this is really surprising, that the Social Security would really go up a lot because of this high inflation. COLA, cost of living index analysis, whatever COLA stands for, you would think that it'd be going up at least another 8.7% after that, big inflationary times we've been experiencing for the last year or more. But they only use July, August, and September, only those 3 months every year, to come up with their analysis as to what, if any, they increase Social Security. Well, they're already forecasting that it's going to be like 2.7%. It could be between 2 and 4%, because we are just now, actually we haven't even started to count what the GPI is for July, August, and September yet. Anything can change. Nobody has a crystal ball. But according to what the year's been doing already, and they're talking about how they brought inflation down to 4% from the 9% that it was. And I don't believe those numbers either. I still think things are very high, 4%. Their goal was 2%. And so you're looking at, on average, 30 to 50 bucks more next year. And then of course they generally raise the Medicare a little bit, although it went down $5 this year. So it went down $5 and we got up 8.7%. That was a very good bump. Long overdue, for sure. Behind me is the public beach of Boynton Beach. Lifeguards are just now coming out, bringing out the umbrellas and things that people can rent. It's by the hour. So that is the deal on what you might get next year. Don't spend it all in one place. Then I wanted to talk on a little bit. I don't know if I should make a different video for it or what, but if you're going to start collecting Medicare, because I'm going to be 65 December 29th, and you have to get on Medicare when you turn 65. And I'm going to give you the real quick Cliff Notes for dummies about Medicare. If you're already getting your Social Security and you started getting it at 62, which you should have, unless you're making a fortune, you're automatically enrolled. You don't have to do a darn thing. But if you are one of these people that haven't collected your Social Security yet, and you are turning 65, to get on Social Security, to get on Medicare, the only way you can do it is to contact the Social Security Administration personally. You don't do it through an insurance company. You don't do it through anybody else. You do it through them. But if you're already drawing, you'll get your Medicare card in the mail. Now, original Medicare, Part A and Part B, we're going to walk up here to the parking lot, is not enough. But now they've got, I'm sure you've heard of the Advantage Plan. You see Joe Namath, Joe Montana, all the Joes promoting it on TV, and Vision Dental, all these things you get, the meal plan, and Advantage Plan, Advantage Plan, Advantage Plan. There's 3 ways to get Medicare. One is you just take Part A, Part B. It's $170 a month this year. No choice about it. You have to pay it. That's for the Part B. But the problem is, if you only have that, if you were hospitalized and you rack up thousands of dollars of medical bills, the Part B pays 80%, 20% of whatever the bills come to, you would have to pay. So you're out of pocket, and that could break somebody. So you'd want to go with the other two options, which is forget original Medicare and take an insurance company, option B, that gets paid from the government. They take over, the government gives them full authority to supply the very same thing and give you an Advantage plan. You say, well, it's a tricky name. What's in it? Well, the Advantage plan has more benefits like vision, dental, a few things. You hear them promoting it on TV. And there's no cost. It's a zero premium. And no matter what Advantage plan you get, the coverages are all the same. You know, you get more than just on the original Medicare. And there's zero premium. So you say, well, that sounds pretty good. And that's what a lot of people do. What would be the deterrent is they work within a network. But that's not a bad thing. You could be in a group policy right now where there's a network where you have to use certain doctors within that network. And, you know, you find out your zip code and you contact one of these insurance people that handle the Advantage plan, that handle Medicare, and they'll tell you in your zip code, and you can even search for your own doctor you're using now. He might be in one of the other insurance companies that do the Advantage plan, and you wouldn't have to worry about changing if you like your doctor. But you are kind of confined to your living area. Let's say you get really sick and you want to go to a specialist or another hospital around the country, like the Mayo Clinic or in Houston, you know, the big cancer hospital or something. You're going to have a problem there. So it is confining, except, you know, and when you want to go for something major or go somewhere else, you're kind of limited. All right, so that's not a bad plan, not a bad plan. And there's no cost. The third one, the premium plan, the luxury plan, is you take the original Medicare, Part A, Part B, and you supplement it. You get additional coverage, but you pay for it. Now, I live in Florida, and the cost is $200. And $200 gives me everything I just mentioned in the Advantage plan, plus I can go to any doctor I want. Probably anywhere in the country that accepts Medicare. You're not limited to anything. It's really, people that have this are very happy with it. But if money's tight, you can't afford it. You can't escape the $170 that you're going to be paying anyway. And that can go up a few dollars or down a couple of dollars every year. You have to pay that. And then the $200 in Florida, it's only like $120 in some states, like North Carolina. So don't let me blow you out of the water by thinking that it's, you know, $200 everywhere. So now you're at $350, almost $400. And here it is, here's the key. If you go with the option B, the supplemental plan, of all the different plans there's 10 different ones, you choose the letter G. It doesn't matter what insurance company you take. The G plan is the G plan with everybody. They're identical. Doesn't matter where you get it, what state you get it, what insurance company you decide to take to supplement your original Medicare. You get the G plan, and that's the plan you want. It's the same with every insurance company. The only thing difference is how much they charge. So you have to shop around. So now you've got the $170, you've got $200 for me. That's $370, I'm almost $400. And I am gonna be $400 because now, either way, Part D is your medicines, your prescriptions. Now that can range, it's very cheap. That can range from $10 to $40 a month. So depending on what kind of prescriptions you have that you have to take, one bottle of pills can pay that. So the Part D, you're going to have to add too. But if you add $10 to $40, to the $200 I would have to pay in Florida, that's $250. Then the $170, $250, $350, $400. So the way I'm going to go, because I'm kind of healthy and anything can happen tomorrow, is I'm going to skip the supplemental plan. I'm going to go straight with the Advantage plan, the one they promote on TV all the time. I'm going to get those extra benefits and that don't come with original Medicare. And I'm not going to have any cost, any premium cost. And I'm going to have those extra benefits. But I'm just going to have to go to a doctor or a network. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't really go to the doctors that much, but when I do, they all went to medical school. And they all got to have that license. So, hell, if you go to a doctor and you got a cold or you need a throat test or you need some blood pressure medicine, do you really care that one doctor is that big a difference from another? I say that, loosely, but hey, if you don't like one, you just go to another one in the network. But yeah, I don't have any problem with that. And there's so many doctors, like dentists, they're on every corner. And I think that though the G plan does include vision and dental, so you get those extra things. You definitely don't want Plan A, which is original Medicare. It's not enough. Most likely you want to go with the Advantage plan if you're watching your money. If you got enough money coming in between your pensions and other kinds of monies, 401, you got a ton of equity in your home, you're just not a broke dick like me, and you don't want to have to fool around with getting an approval from a primary to go to a specialist and get approved for it. It's no big deal. I'm doing it now. Then go with the supplemental plan. Go with the the LX, the limited plan, the top of the line, the luxury plan. So that's it. But there really is only two to sum this all up. You don't want original Medicare. If you're going to be turning 65 and you're already getting your Social Security, you're on it. But now you need to contact 3 months before you turn 65. You have a window, or there's penalties, 3 months before up to 3 months after your 65th birthday. Again, if you're already collecting your check, like I am, you're in. But you need to switch it during that enrollment period to either the Advantage plan, contact an agent, a broker in your area, just Google people that sell Medicare. First of all, you don't have to Google or call anybody. They're calling me every day. It's kind of pissing me off because I got an Atlanta 678 area code phone number, and I'm getting inundated at least 5 times a day because I'm getting close with it's the same number, and I keep blocking it, but they keep changing one digit or somehow or another they go around, and I keep getting phone calls, and it's really annoying because I haven't studied enough yet to know who I want to go with. And believe me, there's different prices. There's Aetna and all these names I can't think of the top of my head right now, but I watched a YouTube video this morning. It was very informative. A guy in Durham, North Carolina, and he writes this Medicare. You can contact him in all 50 states. It's $170. But I'm not going to go with that $200 plan plus the D plan for prescriptions and whatever. I'm going to take the Advantage plan, and I'm going to have more coverages that aren't going to cost me anything than original Medicare. But I'm not going to pay another penny out of my Social Security to be able to go to a different doctor that I want, or maybe have some prescription drugs covered, because shoot, you can use GoodRx. You got all kinds of ways to save on prescriptions, to save from what their original retail prices are. And that's another subject. All right, guys, I hope that was informative to you. Give it a thumbs up. Thanks very much for viewing. I appreciate the growth in the channel. Also, there's a description in my videos, a link there for Buy Me a Coffee. If you'd like to support me and buy me a coffee, greatly appreciated. I appreciate your generosity. And there's also a link for an Amazon link. I'm an Amazon affiliate, If you use that and you go to Amazon and buy stuff like you normally do, it doesn't cost you a penny more for those products, but it will help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. And that's how we all crush it.